Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to tell you more about Let's Do It. Let's Do It World is a civic-led mass movement that began in Estonia in 2008 when 50,000 people united together to clean up the entire country in just 5 hours. Since then, Let's Do It has spread this model, one country in one day around the world. To date, nearly 120 countries and 20 million people have joined up to clean up illegal waste. And Let's Do It Egypt is launching many activities and initiatives to clean up beaches and the Nile River. Let's Do It also aim to unite the community, raise awareness, and implement true change to achieve a final goal that is a clean and healthy country. On September 15th, 2018, World Cleanup Day, people in 150 countries stood up against the global trash problem and clean up waste, making it the biggest positive civic action the world has ever seen. From Let's Do It Egypt, or the founder of Let's Do It Egypt, we have with us Moamedn Osama Ramadan, the head of the International Office EG Youth. Good day to you, Moamedn. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you. I would like to thank you so much for hosting in this beautiful place of King Farouk, and I'm very happy to be with you today.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ramadan. So please tell us, who are the volunteers and members of your initiative?
Okay, first of all, my volunteer and members from Alexandria, and we are expanding all over Egypt right now. So we started this campaign back in 2013 with the cooperation with the Alexandria governor and Alexandria Library. We have made a lot of cleanup campaigns in Alexandria, in Sinai, in Cairo as well.
Beautiful.
So this is how the idea started. You were inspired by the movement around the world and you wanted to implement it here in Egypt?
Yes, actually I was participating in an exchange program in Romania, in Let's Do It Romania. So after I finished my program, my leader told me that why not Egypt join us as a Let's Do It Mediterranean comes up in next 15 days or 30 days. I told him, okay, I will think about it. And then when I come back to Egypt, I sent him an email telling him that I'm very interested to start launching Let's Do It Egypt. And that's why we started the campaign, and we come from all over the aspects and from different backgrounds to start launching the campaign. And Let's Do It has cooperation with us. They send us some of the professionals to Alexandria to give us some of the lectures on how to organize the campaign.
What about the age categories of the people who are helping you in your international office, EG Youth, Mr. Ramadan?
Okay, so when we are talking about age, we don't have a limit for age, because when I was participating in Romania, all of the people comes down in the streets, families, all of the ages come down and make a severe impact on the society and organize a lot of cleanup campaigns. So when we started here, we take the same perspective, and we don't have any limits. We are welcome any age, but right now we have maybe from 18 till 32 or 35. This is the maximum age that we are dealing with right now.
Okay. Mr. Moamedn, you have joined the first culture program under the slogan of Leadership for Peace in cooperation with the Ministry of Youth. And there has been particular focus by the Egyptian leadership on youth, holding youth conferences, the World Youth Forum, and so on. So how can youth be part of promoting development process in Egypt, and particularly tourism? Because we were just talking about tourism
yes,
in
actually,
the previous
yes.
segment.
Yeah, I saw that the tourism is the main, or from the main corners of the Egyptian economy. So we are in Egypt. We have made this program with the cooperation of the Ministry of the Youth and Sports. They provided us with the accommodation for the people that comes from all over the world. We have like 20 participants from like 10 countries, 10 different countries. They come here and we have like made a lot of workshops on how to participate in how to use leadership for peace. And we have like visited Imam al-Akbar Ahmad al-Tayyib in Al-Azhar, and they were so amazed about Egypt, and they were so amazed about how we changed their minds about Egypt and religion. So that's actually a true message to the world, because they take this message to their countries that Egypt is safe, and Egypt it will be and forever the safe place for tourism.
Of course. Mr. Ramadan, how can protecting the environment and your International Office EG Youth, or Let's Do It Egypt, is doing that by cleaning up and other activities. So how can that be a factor in promoting tourism in your view? And I'm sure that one of your goals indeed is to promote this vital industry for our country.
Yes, actually the main aim of Let's Do It is changing people attitudes towards environment in order to have a better place to live in. So we aim to keep the environment clean, to change people attitudes, and that's all can be one of the main perspective of tourism in Egypt. Because in Egypt we are when we are talking about the beaches and the tourism, we have like a lot of kind of tourism. So if we are talking about the environment tourism and also the beaches and the landscape and natural, so this is the main in Egypt. So when we are keeping our environment clean and safe and as well healthy, so we will attract more tourism in Egypt.
Yes. You also joined the global event World Cleanup. What were the events launched in Egypt to commemorate that day?
Yes, actually the World Cleanup, that was the main goal of the Let's Do It World. They put like the strategy to clean up the world on 2018. So more than 150 countries has participated in this campaign, and as well Egypt. So we made a lot of cleanup campaign in Sinai and Alexandria, as well in Cairo. That was our participation in the World Cleanup Day.
Mr. Ramadan, you also joined the global event to clean the Mediterranean.
Yes, exactly.
So in order for millions of people to join their countries and clean the sea and raise awareness towards this issue. So tell us more about that.
Okay, so the campaign Let's Do It Mediterranean, it's like a sub-campaign from Let's Do It World. They think about that they can take an action for the Mediterranean countries and to keep the sea clean, not only the country, but it's specific for the sea and for the marine creature in the sea. We have seen a lot of animals and sea marine creature that they are suffering from the waste and trash. They are really suffering, and that is not good for the ecology of the of our environment. Because in order to keep the ecology balanced, we have to keep these creatures alive. So that was the main aim of Let's Do It Mediterranean. We have 7 or 8 countries from the Mediterranean, like Greece, Tunisia, Morocco, Algeria, and Palestine. They were participating in the event, all of them in one day, to clean up all of the beaches in their countries and to raise the awareness and to make the people think that this Mediterranean or this sea we have to protect.
Yes.
So you also launched a campaign to clean up the Nile River, involving the local community. How did the local community react to this?
Actually, when we are speaking with the local community, they have like they welcome us with a big arm, and they tell us that okay, what you need, and we have participant and we have partnership with a lot of local communities, like as I said, the Alexandria University and the Alexandria Library, and a lot of like organization like Bab Ashara, Rotaract, a lot of society were participating with us as a partnership. All of us was just giving like each one has to give like something to complete the image in the end of the day. So, for example, we participate with volunteers, and they provide us with some of banners and of T-shirts, and some other organization provide us with drinks and water for the volunteers. So that was like a perfect image, a cooperation between all of us.
So Ramadan, you also launched the beach cleanup campaign in Dab, involving Bedouins and tourists. That must have been very exciting, very interesting. Tell us about that.
Yeah, that was really exciting, and that was cross culture, because when you like mix between Bedouins and foreign people and make them like live together and participate in one event, they know each other, they know the difference between their cultures, and under the umbrella of one goal, which clean up the environment or protect the environment. So that was really an amazing event. We have participated in Nuiba. There is a camp here there, but by the way, it's all of the camp is running, keeping the environment clean. Like all of the camp is made of some kind of wood called bamboo wood, and all of the water is recycled. And the engineer of this camp is, by the way, he's Egyptian, and he's from Cairo, but he decided to live there and to make his own business. And by the way, he is collecting all of the waste in Nuiba and recycle it. He has like a small project about recycling and about how to use the trash in a good way.
Yes. I believe that your numerous effort when it comes to protecting the environment, we cannot deny the effort you're doing, especially when it comes to involving the community. But I believe that raising awareness is part and parcel of such efforts. So how are you raising the awareness of the public? What needs to be done? How can you tell the people about the daily activities that endanger the environment?
Okay, so we use our social platform to raise awareness about the environment, and as well in the event, in the end of the event, we have workshops, and we have made a lot of workshops on how to keep the environment clean and how to use the small things in your home, like plastic bottles, to make like a useful things for children's, for example. And we also participated in many of the schools with children to make them use any of the trash in their rooms to be something useful for them, to just like to less the usage of the plastic bottles, because the plastic is really a big danger on our planet, the plastic. Yes. Because it takes a long of time to be analyzed and to be disappeared.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's considered like as a danger on our environment, the plastic.
Ms. Ramadan, do you have a score of how many people you exactly have in your group, volunteers, and such a statistic? Is that available to you?
Yes, we have like on our main website, Let's Do It World, we have statistics of all of the events, because when we are cooperation with the Let's Do It World, the mother of the event, so they need from us to send them all of the records of the events. So how many tons of trash have you cleaned? How many volunteers have you participated with you? So all of this information it exists on Let's Do It World. And you can search, by the way, on the website. You can see a map of all of the countries. So when you search about Egypt, it will show the statistics of Egypt on the website.
And how do you encourage youth to join your campaign?
Actually, we are welcome any of youth to join our campaign. Our Facebook page is Let's Do It Egypt. And
not everyone knows about it, Moamedn. That's the problem. I mean,
yes.
You need to make yourself clearer to them so that they can come and join you.
Yes, it's exactly. We are not well known in Egypt, but we have a strategy to make it to expand, and it's need a lot of offer, by the way.
Does this strategy involve like going to universities and talking to the youth there, for example, and telling them about your activities?
Of course, but when we are speaking to youth, we need some youth that they are aware of what we are doing, because
Yes.
some of you say they will say, okay, I will not go and clean, but the thing is that you are not coming to clean, you are coming to protect your environment and to share your experience after the cleanup event. So after like 1 month, we will organize a big event in Alexandria, Cairo, and another cities all over the Egypt. So we are welcoming any youth from all over Egypt, because we our strategy to be exist in the all over Egypt.
And Mr. Ramadan, are you satisfied with the status Let's Do It Egypt has compared to its peers in Let's Do It World, or do you think that we have some way to go?
To be honest with you, we are not compared with Let's Do It World, because we are launching the campaign from 2008, and we still have the campaign from 2013. So we still, and in Egypt, the thing is that they are like a small country. So when we are talking about a small country and a big country, so a big country needs more time and
Right.
more efforts.
Right.
So they clean up their country
You're talking about
in 5 days.
Estonia here, right?
Yes, Estonia. So when they started in Estonia, they clean up whole of the country in 5 days. So how did you do that in Egypt? It's so hard. So for example, if we need to compare as a scale to Egypt, so we need like maybe 5 days, 7 days to clean all over Egypt. If you are participating in like the all of the cities in Egypt.
Yes.
Right.
Well, Moamedn Osama Ramadan, head of the International Office, EG Youth, founder of Let's Do It Egypt. Thank you very much for being with us, and best of luck in your efforts. You're doing a great job. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We'll be back shortly to wrap up this edition of Nile Cruise. We're actually running out of time. We need to go right now.
We have to say goodbye. Thank you very much, Hala, and thanks to all our distinguished guests who were with us, Mr. Ramadan, Mr. Lashin, and Mr. Hamdi earlier. And thank you for watching us, dear viewers.
We hope that you enjoyed this edition brought to you from this very beautiful place of King Farouk Corner. Indeed, you need to visit this beautiful place. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we hope that by now you learned a little bit about it. So next Thursday, you'll be meeting a new crew in a new edition of Cruise. Thank you very much for being with us, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. Bye-bye.